Welcome to Drive Your Own Adventure with Benjamin Starr. With holiday parks and resorts across New South Wales and Queensland, find your dream destination with Ingenia Holidays.
Okay, well, we're driving our own adventure. We're down on the water at the moment, chatting to Vicki from Tasman Adventure. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very, very well. This is a lovely part of the world that you get to work in.
It is. It's beautiful. We have a huge marine park out there, and we're lucky enough to have the humpback whales migrate up the coast every year. And it's a picturesque spot. We've got Fraser as a backdrop, Fraser Island. So it's a beautiful area.
Describe what marine park means.
Okay, so we were one of the first towns to start whale watching basically in Hervey Bay. So we've set the standards with whale watching guidelines, and it is a marine park because of all the special things that make it. So we've got, a wide range of marine life. We've got turtles, dugongs, whales in the whale season, lots of birds that migrate here as well. So the fauna and flora is just amazing in the area. So I guess, we've been leading the way with that. We've been a marine park for 30 years.
Now, you were telling me a few minutes ago that whales, they're seasonal. They're on their way at the moment from a very long journey. Where are they leaving from and where are they going to?
Yeah, the humpback migration is a huge journey that they take on. They spend the summer in Antarctica, and then they travel north for the warm subtropical waters over winter to mate and calve. Basically, it's feeding in Antarctica and then mating and calving up here. The total distance that they swim round trip is about 10 to 12,000 kilometres, so it's a massive journey.
And how big are these whales?
The humpbacks grow to probably a maximum of 14, 15 metres. When they're fully grown, they'll weigh about 40 tonne, which is about as much as 7 African elephants. Yeah, so...
They eat every day?
While they're in Antarctica. At the moment on migration, they're on a little bit of a starvation diet. They don't eat terribly much on the migration. They can snack, but the whole thing is getting back to Antarctica for the summer to feast on a little shrimp-like creature known as krill.
Right, so it's fascinating. Why do they go to Antarctica? What's that all about?
Solely to feed. So basically krill is found in cold water. We don't have it up here, it's too warm. It eats tiny little microscopic things under the ice. So there's a lot of krill in Antarctica. So basically they travel south to munch on the krill over the summer period for anything, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then the calves are born up here because it's nice and warm. They wouldn't survive the cold Antarctic waters, so they come up here to give birth to their young. In saying that, the young ones still take on the migration, so they all journey up.
Unbelievable. Now, are they very protective of their calves? Is that what they call them?
Definitely, calves, yep. And the females are really protective. They are beautiful mothers. Humpbacks do have predators. Sharks and killer whales do harass humpbacks. So, of course, the little calf's vulnerable to the predators. The mother, if a shark swims past or a killer whale shows up, will go absolutely berserk. They use their body weight. They're baleen whales, so they don't have teeth. So they can't, attack things as such. So they use their body weight and they'll jump out of the water and thrash their bodies around till they scare away that predator.
Isn't that fascinating? What about humans? How do they react with humans?
Here in Hervey Bay, we have some amazing close encounters. It's something unique to Hervey Bay that's very, very special. And what happens when the whales come into Hervey Bay, they on average spend 3 to 5 days here, maybe a week. So it's a stopover area. And that's the point of difference between us and anywhere down the coast. You can whale watch just about anywhere these days, but the whales are migrating. They're on a mission. They're on the move. Here in Hervey Bay, they stop over. And that's something special that we get here. And because they're very, very relaxed, they are very inquisitive, and they'll swim over to the boats and they'll check out people. I describe it that they're swimming out there in the deep blue sea, not seeing much at all. And then all of a sudden they come into a really shallow bay and they see a boatload of people waving at them, and they just must think what we are. I don't know what they think half the time, but they're really, really inquisitive.
If you were to fall in, would they react or...?
They're very graceful, they're very gentle, they're very inquisitive around the boats, they'll roll their eye out of the water. So, no, the only time we really see the humpbacks aggressive is the males in mating season with each other, not with us, of course. They do fight each other for the right to be with females, so they tear around the bay and lots of fighting, pushing, shoving.
And how do they mate?
It all happens pretty quickly when it happens, but it is a contest before that. So the males will group up and compete for a single female. So you'll get big dominant ones in the middle of a fight, you'll get younger ones on the edges, and they'll just tear around, pushing, shoving, headbutting, and get really aggressive with each other, and then eventually the strong one wins out in the end.
So they mate by contact?
They definitely do.
Isn't that fascinating?
Not much, but it happens. We see the lead up, of course. Then it all happens pretty quick. And
then when a calf's born, is it big?
A calf will be about 3 or 4 metres in length when it's a newborn and weigh about a tonne.
So people are driving up the coast and they've got to see the whales. What's the best time of the year to see whales?
We basically start mid-July right through to the end of October. So I guess towards the end of July we're really seeing big numbers in the bay. So all of August, all of September and most of October, you can't go wrong. There's on any given day we can have over 100 whales scattered throughout the bay.
And what's your advice to people that are doing it themselves on their boats? Like, there's a whole respect level here, huh?
Oh, definitely. We've got lots of rules and regulations, and that's got to be abided by with private boats as well, just like us. So be very aware that the humpbacks are here. We all are, of course. So if you visit in the bay, just know that we have a lot of humpbacks out there in the season. So you've got to watch out for the blows. And splashes, they become very active, so you're watching out for that. And then of course a black shape on the water from a back, so just take it easy out there. It's not just the whales, we've got a lot of other marine life and dugongs out there that are very slow moving, and turtles too, so we've always got to watch out for all the beautiful animals we've got out in the bay.
Now, what about the shipwreck?
The Mahino, that's pretty famous. It's on the eastern beach of Fraser Island, the opposite side to where we whale watch. We watch up in the western side of the bay. If you do a tour that includes a bus trip over the other side, you will see the Mahino. Most of them stop there. It's a famous shipwreck that's been washed up on the beach since, I can't even remember the date actually, but yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? And then they've sunk the Navy ship. That's become like a marine park as well.
Yeah, definitely. The Tobruk's out there in the middle of the bay, so that's starting to get a lot of marine life on it now. So there's some dive opportunities and companies that are taking people out there to dive the Tobruk. So if you're into scuba diving, that's happening out there right now.
Now, have you ever done diving?
I'm more of a snorkeler. I sort of haven't had much of an opportunity to scuba dive. I'm going to get there one day, but I've snorkeled in a lot of places out in the Pacifics and all around Australia, so yeah, that's me.
Now tell me, we're coming up here. What's the best way to book a tour with you guys, and what options do people have? Yeah,
so we actually have 2 boats. Our company has the Tasman Adventure, which run half-day tours. So if you only got a half-day, perfect. It's a fast boat though, so it gets out there really quick, and we do spend a lot of time with the whales. So we leave at 8:30 in the morning and again at 1:30 in the afternoon, so it suits a lot of people. We offer morning tea, afternoon tea, all that's included. We give out a DVD for people that come on board with some beautiful whale footage. We have underwater viewing rooms. We've got a platform at the back that drops down, so when we get whales come into the boat, you can get a really, really close encounter. So that's a great boat to go on. The other boat, we have the Island Venture, which offers a full day tour with Fraser Island included as well. So we stop at 2 different spots on the island, then we go out whale watching for a bit, and something new that's been happening here in Hervey Bay is swimming with whales. And if the opportunity's there, it's not guaranteed of course, but if the whales are in the right mood, the weather's right and everything comes together, you can actually swim with the humpbackers.
How amazing.
So we offer free pickups around town as well. So if you're staying in a motel in town, we have buses that shuttle you down to the harbour as well. So it's all really easy. That office is open 24/7. So
fantastic. Now, what would it cost to go out for the day? And if you wanted to do the 2, just say you wanted to do the big one where you get to swim with the whales.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of different scenarios there. We've got the Island Venture is $195 per adult, $185 for concession. That includes the swimming if it happens. We don't charge extra for that. If you want to get more whale action, you can package that up with the Tasman Venture as well for $250. So you're only paying $55 to jump on Tasman Venture the next day for a half-day tour. If you just want to go on Tasman Venture for a half-day tour, we're $115 for adult, 105 concession.
That's great. And how many people get on the boat? What's the numbers?
About 20 on Island Venture. We cap it out about 80 on Tasman Venture. But Tasman Venture's got walk-around decks on either floor, and we've got about 6 different viewing platforms, so there's plenty of room. It is purposely built for whale watching, so it holds the numbers really well. And it's just the perfect size, actually. It's a really nice, it's a luxurious boat. It was purposely built for whale watching.
Well, look, Vicki, thank you very much for your time talking about these wonderful tours. Tasman Venture at Hervey Bay, as we drive your own adventure.
Thanks for listening to Drive Your Own Adventure with Ingenia Holidays. With holiday parks and resorts across New South Wales and Queensland, Ingenia Holidays offers the ideal place for an extended break, weekend getaway or short stopover. Find your dream destination with Ingenia Holidays at www.ingeniaholidays.com.au.